Hello, YouTube. We are live for Battle of the Titans finals between Soxu and Easter. These two have worked over the last few months, toppling their competition, and they face each other finally in a head-to-head, best of 13, winners take all, $250 prize pool. One of the biggest 1v1 tournaments, if not the biggest 1v1 tournament we've ever had in the Risk community, is wrapping up today, and we're all going to watch live to see which one of these guys takes on probably the most prestigious prize pool and prestigious title in recent memory. We have a start time, I believe, of 2 p.m. Eastern, so that's 8 minutes from now. Things might run a little bit late. I just want to get the stream going. I'll get you all in here, let you guys ask some questions, figure we get the viewership up before we have these two guys go at it. I put some of the descriptions in this, I put some of the information from the tournament in the description below. I'm also going to grab the Google sheet here, kept track of everything that happened throughout the tournament, and I think it's yeah, let's put this in here as well. Give me 1 second. I'm going to update this. We are making this a best of 13. So this could be a long one depending on how the series goes. All right, the Google sheet is in the description. So I believe I have to just update the bracket. So it was Soxu and Jaeger, and then we figure out who wins here. Yeah. And I think it was, yeah, Easter versus Boku's. Perfect. All right, so the bracket is updated as well in the Google Doc here. And we're going to switch over scenes here. We're going to go hang out. There's a bunch of people in the Risk 2 channel at the moment. So I think we're going to go hang out with them. And we're just going to figure out when this tournament gets started. Let me just go in real quick here. We are getting pinged. Twisty's already pinging us in Discord as well. It's about to happen, bro. We're live on YouTube for it today. All right, let's go switch this over to here. Get some nice music for us going. Welcome to the big finale. Make sure that the YouTube chat is working. It is working perfect. We're all set up in that regard. I actually don't know if I want to go into the other Discord channel. I know right now Soxu's actually warming up. Garriger's doing his part. He played, I think he played Easter earlier today to get a few games in and to warm him up, and I think he's doing the same for Soxu right now, which is great. These two guys are going to come in. One of the things I wanted to do is go through the history of the tournament. This tournament, by the way, I believe has been going on all the way since the beginning of October. I think the very first week of October is when we launched the Challenger stage, and it's been pretty great. Like, it got the 1v1 community going really heavily. I think we had about 20 to 30 people all battling it out during the Challenger and group stages. Overall, the tournament, I think, had 29 or maybe 30 total players that actually participated. Very great to see the 1v1 community growing. We'll talk about some future plans for 1v1s going forward. I definitely want to see more people in the community playing 1v1s and team games. And that's kind of what we're trying to do, is hype up the 1v1 scene. It's a different format, obviously, than the FFAs, and it just gives people more ways to play the game, which is always a great thing when trying to grow the community. Let me just confirm. I think I do have the description with the rules. So the only difference for this 1v1 match is going to be that there is 2 mulligans per player throughout the series. Normally they would only have 1, but they're going to have 2 this time because it is a best of 13. And I also added 2 quick timeout breaks. I think that's only fair. Like, if the series does go long and it's a battle between them, I know these guys may not be used to playing like this intense of a game for possibly 13 total games in a row. So they can do a quick timeout, take a few minutes, just relax, blink a little bit, because sometimes you catch yourself not even blinking in these 1v1s. You're just so focused on the game, which is nuts. It takes a lot out of you, like the mental capacity to handle a series like this when you have a huge audience watching as well. Like, yeah. All right, so we do have quite a few minutes. I'm gonna keep letting you guys all trickle in. If you have questions or anything, post them in chat. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back, and then I'll get to anything that you guys are posting. So I'll see you here in a few. All right, I am back now. I had to get all set up for this, guys. This is gonna be a good one, I feel like. Let me see. I'm actually gonna post the Discord channel. All right, let's catch up on chat. Always Smiles TV 250. That's a very generous prize pool. Yes, it actually probably I think one of the bigger prize pools we've ever done, if not the biggest. And I just wanted it to make it worthwhile because this has been a very long tournament, and these players have been putting a lot of time into this, so much deserved on their end. Skylar, been excited for this all week? Heck yeah, Skylar. I'm glad you're excited. I made quite the blunder, I've realized now. I don't think that I posted Soxu's semifinals game yet. So he actually played Jaeger in the semifinals, and I think you guys are all missing that. So I will get that video uploaded to the channel. It's obviously a spoiler alert since you all know Soxu is here playing Easter in the finals. Um, but the games themselves are good. And what Jaeger did in that series, it needs to be seen by people because it was absolutely nuts. And they definitely had a really great series. Hamster and Easter Soxu, I would not just consider them the best 1v1 players, but also the best FFA players, so this is going to be insane. Yeah, I agree, they're definitely, I mean, I feel like the skills do translate. If you're really good at 1v1s, oh, sorry, Always Smiles, it's Soxu versus Easter. Jaeger almost beat Soxu in the semifinals. It was a really good game. It's a good series, actually. But yeah, so it is going to be Soxu versus Easter. And yeah, Hamster, and back to that point, like I think that the 1v1, if you're really good at the 1v1s, you're going to be pretty good at FFAs. Maybe the Diplo side of FFAs you might lack, but if you can be good at 1v1s and have the technical skills, expansion, the battling, and I feel like those all translate really well for FFAs. Zaylan, Sopa destroys both. Sopa's actually, he's a good player. I don't know if he destroys them both in 1v1s. I don't even know if he plays 1v1s. But yeah, let me, I think I have it in the description as well, Always Smiles. I'm going to put it here too, Soxu versus Easter. Just to make sure everyone knows who's playing. And yeah, I think we're going to figure out if anyone's going to come in and co-cast. I'm just in the Discord channel here in the casting live studio, so we'll see maybe Poo Monkey or Jax or Derringer will come in. Derringer is actually online, and just a heads up, they are still warming up right now, so Soxu's getting some games in against Derringer. He's going to come in warmed up and ready to go, so we might be a few minutes late, but again, that's what I'm here for. I'm just going to entertain you guys until then. Or at least do my best. So I kind of want to see, I'm really bad at the whole OBS, but if I can actually share my browser here, I kind of want to show this to you guys. Who are you rooting for? You know, that's a tough one. Boots is over here. She's wrapping presents. She heard me say that. She's rooting for Easter. So I honestly, I was rooting for Jaeger because I think he was the underdog in the semifinals out of the 4 remaining players. And he was so close to making it, guys. Like, I cannot wait for you guys to see that series. It was so good. So with him out, I think I'm gonna root for Soxu. Easter gets too he's too fluffed up. His feathers are too fluffed right now. Boots is shaking her head no. No, so Always Smiles, it's actually gonna be a best of 13. And in the description of the video, I think I have it in there, some of the details in there. Andreas, Kev the best one? Yeah. Alright, I'm Wood League. So for those of you that know, Wood League is it's a joke, it's an inside joke, but it's an actual thing where it's for 1v1 players that aren't really top tier, so that's me. And we all just play each other, and we have a whole belt and stuff too. Oh, well, thank you, Zaylin, thank you. It's my hungover voice. I'm a little hungover from last night, so had a boys' night. Threw some axes, drank some beers, ate some Himalayan food. Yeah, so that's what you're getting today. Hopefully I don't sound sad. Yeah, alright, so Always Smiles. In the description, by the way, of the video, I have the rules down there. With the mulligans and the timeouts, best of 13. I also have the Google Sheet. So and this actually applies to anyone who's watching right now. There's a link. It's a Google Sheet. It actually contains the history of the entire tournament, and I think I'm going to set it up on my OBS to actually show you all this, so we can actually take a look at this, because I wanted to kind of go through like the tournament history since it's been going on for 2.5 months. Like, we actually had so many players. It was so great. And I wanted to see the path that each of these players, Easter and Soxy, took to get to the finals today. So, who's the sponsor? I'm the sponsor. Yeah, Kev is the sponsor. If we don't have any advertising partners, we're not big enough for that. So, I did host the tournament. And funny enough, I did not participate in this tournament. Actually, that's a lie. I semi-participated, but I didn't like fully participate in this tournament. I also hosted the Path to Ascension tournament, the 1v1 tournament for people who were new to 1v1s, and we did that over the summer. Try to get more interest in the community and get more 1v1 players. So I hosted that one and I played in that one because that was more my skill level. This is a little bit above my skill level. When I say a little bit above, like, the top 12 players were all way better than me. So yeah, there was no chance really for me to win this one. Plus, I really wanted to focus on casting and making the videos anyways. I'm just a caster, not a player. Okay, I am very slow at this, so if the stream looks weird here in a second, I am terribly sorry. What if I just do this? What happens? And then can I choose like the 1v1 tournament? Oh, this is actually okay. All right, now obviously it looks like crap right now. Let's. Oh goodness, guys, hold on. Bear with me. How do I full screen this though? Okay, we're just gonna do this. I know it doesn't look the best, guys. Oh, what'd you say? Yeah, I say I'm not a player, I'm a caster, and then I do something like this. I actually need to look to see what this looks like on screen right now, because I have the delay, so I'm hoping that it actually looks okay. Hopefully y'all can see this. I don't know if you can see this or not. Can people see my Google Sheets right now? Did I do it right? There's the delay on my end to even know what's happening here, so let's actually. Okay, actually I think people can. So I don't have confirmation from chat, but I'm looking right now. Okay. Yeah, so this is the sheets, guys. Yes, they're visible. Okay. So, like I am still working on this, guys. The whole casting thing, you know. Oh, also you'll see we have an FFA player tier list thing. We took like 100 plus players who have been playing recently. I think I mentioned this on the Friday stream. And we're all going to basically go through and do like an FFA tier list and kind of rank players based on how we feel they are in FFAs. And we think this is going to be really fun. So I'm excited to do that one for you all as well. We have Jax, Easter, Poo Monkey putting in a lot of work for that one. All right, so $250 prize pool. This was how it actually worked is we had a challenger round. So during the challenger round, the top 8 players qualified. And so this was our top 8. So we had Sappy-chan, Soxu, Easter Bunny, Dauda, Clocks, Nurla, Bokus, and Doomsy. So those were our top 8 players. They qualified for it in the challenger round, and that was super cool. The challenger round was like an open system. People could just challenge at will. We ran that for like 3 weeks. The 1v1 league was just popping off. I think I even kept like a history log over here. So there's like a whole challenge history that you can see, and like all the players like basically defending and beating these challenges over the course of like 2 weeks, which was really cool. And then other things I did. So I also had let's see. Oh, then we had the group stages. So what happened there is if you qualified up here and you were one of the top 8 players, you skipped the group stage. And then we had just enough players where 8 people would leave the group stage to then go play the 8 qualified. So our group stages, we ended up having Levi, Jax, Robots, and Poo Monkey in Group A, a Wild Pet, Kenji, Smoke, and Dark Knight in Group B, Yashkama, Jaeger, Ibra, and Todd in Group C, and then in Group D we had Cold Mist, Darager, MSI World, and Bin. So how the group stages worked is basically you played every single person in your group. So like Levi would have to play Jax, Robots, and Poo Monkey, and so on. And then the top 2 records in the group moved on and qualified to go to round 1 of the tournament. So I thought this was a really cool format. And I'm interested, I think the players really liked this as well. It gave people a chance to move on to the round 1 of the tournament without having to go through like the bracket format. Kind of was more like a World Cup format, I think, that's how they kind of do it, right? And then this was the actual bracket. So from that group stage, those 8 players ended up moving on. So Todd moved on, Wild Pet moved on, Smoke and Jaeger moved on, MSI, Bin, Robots, and Poo Monkey are all the players that ended up moving on there. And so I kind of wanted to look at Soxu and Easter and see their path because they both actually had a really tough path. So Soxu ended up beating Todd. And then he ended up going in the quarterfinals against Sap, and Sap is one of the best 1v1 players in our community. And so the fact that these guys played each other in the quarterfinals was absolutely nuts. And Soxy put on a really great show. And then on the other hand, Jaeger, he knocked out Nurla and Doomsy, which I think he was favored maybe to beat Nurla. maybe not, but Doomsy I think was favored, and he actually played so good against Doomsy. And then he goes to the semifinals as an underdog against Soxu, and Soxu almost loses to Jaeger, guys. Jaeger made Soxu work for it hard, and I will get that video up on the channel so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And so obviously Soxu winning and moves on to the finals. And then down here, we had Easter versus Bin. We had Dauda versus MSI. So Dauda and Easter meet each other in the quarterfinals. And Easter and Dauda, again, two of the better players, like probably the top players in the 1v1 community. And this series was intense. And so Easter winning that, and then down here, Boku's and Clocks, and Boku's moving on to semifinals. And Boku's did give Easter a couple of hard games, but overall, like Easter, I think it would be fair to say Easter won his semifinals more convincingly than Soxu did. So yeah, that's basically everything that kind of happened here, guys. I will get back to this. We'll get rid of my stupid screen sharing. I will have to figure out how to do that. But yeah, I wanted to give a history of like how everything went. All the videos, by the way, except for the last semifinals game, they're all in a playlist on YouTube. So you guys can access those there. And what I need to do right now is actually figure out where these players are at. Are they ready to go? Okay. They said that they're hosted. We're good there. And then Derringer, I think is Derringer coming in here? Let me just message him. I think we're actually getting ready to go, guys, which is going to be sick. When you guys do the FFA tier list and when the FFA League is coming. Sorry, different topics. Oh, don't worry about that at all. I will answer those in 1 second. Just let me get into this lobby here and make sure that I'm not holding these guys back. All right.
Yep, what's up?
What's up? Everyone, welcome Derringer. Derringer, you're gonna cast with me today, right? We're gonna do a little co-casting?
Sure, brother.
Heck
Let's
yeah.
send it.
This is gonna be fun. So Derringer, by the way, guys, was the one warming up Soxu and Easter, so he was their fluffer for today's game.
Yep. Boy, was I a fluffer today. Holy. They destroyed me.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. That's what a fluffer is supposed to do. You're supposed to make them feel good about themselves, right?
Yep.
So you did your job. That's all you had to do. All right,
Yeah,
we're joining this. Let me go. All right, I think actually let's just move this here. Let's get the stream going.
I'm gonna grab some pasta. But I'll be fully dedicated to this casting.
Yes.
I just want to have something right here.
Sounds good. I also
I'll
had to
be
take.
right back, friends.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Let me stream this. All right, we are gonna have Easter asking about clarifying rules, so I like this. This is actually good for us to do. Make sure that the rules are all set. And let me just confirm all is well on my end. I think we're good there. All right, yeah. So to clarify the rules, they have 2 mulligans. They have to call each of their mulligans within the first 20 seconds, and 2 5-minute timeouts. It's needed for Old Man Easter. Best of 13. And it is a best of 13. Strap in. I'm ready. Let's go. I think we're just going for it, guys. This is gonna be amazing. Yeah, all right.
Best of 13, let's go.
Yeah, the Dark Knight, yep. It's gonna be a best of 13 for this one. So this is gonna be nuts, guys. I'm very excited. This is probably one of the longer 1v1 series. Someone mentioned doing a best of 21, and I was like, there is absolutely no way. All right, the one thing I needed to do for sure was to observe games. So I did my job, guys. I didn't screw this up. And we're live. We're freaking going, guys. We're sending it for the finals of the Battle of the Titans tournament. Right now we have Easter in blue, we have Soxu in red, and Soxu has an amazing turn 1. Oh my gosh, okay. He's actually going to go Italy. So he's doing Italy very efficiently with these down here, and then he's going to get this. Look at this. This is actually unreal for Soxu. Soxu's in a great spot. He will also have Crete and Libya. Easter's spot's not looking the best. He actually has Hungary. He has to do the hard version of Kaliningrad. He has Novaya. He has East Greenland, West Greenland. You can see he's kind of more towards the islands on the map. A lot of his spawns are. And
Oh, what happened on the Italy base? Did he swap it there? Oh,
okay.
I
Yes,
was afraid. I was afraid.
Zaylen says best of 21 or Riot. No best. We're doing a best of 13. I think these players would have a heart attack if they played 21 games. I don't think Easter could make it for 21 games. Yeah, we already have 4 kills for Soxu. Let's see where he spends that bounty gold. He also has Moldova as an option, but he's just going to start working on Switzerland. And for Easter's bounty gold, so again, we have the nice 4-0-4-0 with the bounties, and Easter's started Azer, and he's doing the classic Volga turn 2, Darager.
These guys are not playing around, man. We have 12 incomes on the first turn. This is looking like, look at the KD, look at the everything. It's just same. Like, these guys are unmatched, bro. These people, they don't allow any mistakes. Oh fuck.
Darager choking on pasta over here.
Exactly, but they don't allow any mistakes right here, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nuts. Always smiles. This is for the best player in the world, and we'll go to yes. This actually is to see who the best 1v1 player is in the world of our Risk community. Probably actually in the entire world, because we're the only community really that plays this game. So, oh
But
man,
Eastern knows what he's doing. He's cutting off that Croatia. He's gonna give. I think the main fight will take place right here. So Soxu has unlocked a lot of income here. I think I'll try to go into Austria, Czech, Slovakia, and find him there. Let's see what's going on here.
yeah, I'm
I hope.
actually with
Sorry.
sorry. Oh, I was just gonna say with Easter's spots, it's actually surprising he was able to keep up in income. Because
Mm,
Soxu ended up getting Germany, Switzerland, Belgium. Like he got a lot of income that turn, and Easter was still able to keep up with it, which is kind of crazy.
mm,
But
mm.
this is smart. Like so, I think Easter was smart to go down here and get in position, but Soxu is just rushing it now, right? So Soxu is now
Yeah.
going to be under him. And
I
ooh,
think Easter's doing everything in his power to just stop him now. I don't think he's expanding really. If I'm looking at it right now, I think he just dedicated all his gold into this fight right here.
yeah, I think maybe he got Lithuania and Moscow, but yeah, he's pumping this. And actually, I didn't think he was going to win it, but he won that fight convincingly.
Look at the city count, actually. I mean, this is just totally different.
I think the
This is,
income, like the income's
yeah.
going to skyrocket right here. So Soxu does have a
Oh,
nice income lead, but Easter's still within grasp, actually.
I mean, Easter's doing the good old Russia, Volga, Moscow thing.
Mhm.
Wouldn't be surprised if he actually goes in more into Russia and Central or something. Like, I don't know where this guy is going to go else. He doesn't have East. He doesn't have
Oh,
Africa. Oh shit, he's coming
he
from the
took his
south.
right base of Greece. So you can actually see, guys, if you're new to 1v1s, this is actually pretty standard. Always trying to vie for the underneath position. So you saw Easter trying to get underneath Soxu here, then Soxu getting underneath Easter, and now Easter again trying to get underneath Soxu. And that's typically how it goes in these games. If you can get that position on the southern part, it's always so much easier to push into your opponent.
Hmm. But that Italy cut will not happen for Easter. That was already seen by Soxu here. Oh
Oh,
wait!
yeah, okay, Soxu
Oh, he's
spends
spawning on.
there, yeah. And okay, actually Easter does get a Germany cut though. So that's
That
some
is
income.
really good.
Yeah, that actually
Damn.
look at that. Easter is still in this. Soxu might I wonder if Soxu will start a ship battle at all. You can okay, so here it comes. Soxu does
Mm-hmm.
make a B ship, and I think that's the right play. Easter's gonna have to pull back and decide if he wants to make a ship of his own or go all in on land here. Zaylen says Easter's on fire. I can't agree more, guys. Like, Soxu definitely had the spawns and the position in the map here. And Easter, the fact that he's even in this game is actually nuts. So we're going to see what decision he goes with. He decides not to make a B ship. All of his units are trapped here right now, though, Darager.
I think he will just try to go for Germany. Look at that big push right there. Like, this guy is just all-inning, I think, there. I think it looks like that, at least.
Yeah.
Is he actually spending there? Like, he's using his spawns to get the rest of Greenland, but I don't see much more going on here, actually.
Yeah. I don't actually know too much what Easter did other than hold this. I'm actually
Right?
surprised he didn't make a ship of his own because I feel like he I guess he has Sicily though, right? So having
Yeah.
Sicily is kind of important because he can still have the option to threaten this at any time.
I wonder if he actually held on to his gold. Like, can we see how much gold Easter actually has?
He
No.
has 19.
Interesting.
Soxu has 19 as or Soxu's spending right now though. This, by the way, is a really hard place to push, guys. Even when you cut these trees, you just have this 2 line of defenses with the towers. Soxu drawing a line here. Easter using his troops to defend in Austria. Always
Oh,
smiles.
so I think what we didn't see because Easter has the color blue. He took
Oh,
Sicily, which might come in handy
yep.
later, like if there is going to be a fight at all. But he got Albania port, which is
Yeah,
crazy to
he
me.
sniped Albania port, and he's winning the ship battle now. This is
He
actually
has to
really
spawn.
huge. Oh, he loses Italy though, and he loses the Germany. I think
How much
Easter
gold does Easter have? Is he able to defend
everything.
that?
He's spending
Three
everything right
seconds.
now. He gets the
3 seconds
ship,
too.
but he
Oh.
loses this. Oh my goodness, and the
Yeah.
income, yeah, it's just too much income for Soxu.
Yeah.
Easter, look at the middle of the map right now. Like Easter's income is all on the outer edges, so Soxu's gonna have spawn advantage.
Is he
This is
holding that port for life or not? Like that Albania port? Can we have a
he's
control? Oh, he's
spending,
holding
yeah,
that.
he's spending it
Yeah.
right now.
He should actually. Yeah, that is
This
important for him.
Soxu can snipe this ship with the tower too. I
Yeah.
think Easter's
Oh.
gonna lose this ship in a second.
Oh yeah, it's over. I
Oh my
think.
gosh,
Oh. Oh my god.
he held
Yeah,
on.
Easter's pressured to micro that while Sox is just going ham. Thinking.
Yeah, if this
What
ship takes like
is?
one or two more hits, it's over
Uh,
for him. But
yeah.
Soxu, look, I mean, Easter is still getting the snipe. There you have it, guys.
Oh, here comes the FF.
That's a quick one there for
Mm.
Mr. Soxu. I
Can you
think,
pause? Nice.
yeah,
Perfect.
we get a pause. By the way, they do have 2 timeouts. I don't know. I'm not really counting this as a timeout if it's just a quick second. Oh, Ismail says Easter just drank 3 cups of coffee, wide awake. Honestly, the fact that he even stayed in that game is pretty nuts because the spots that Soxu had compared to what Easter had were just absolutely nuts for Soxu. So,
Mm.
you know what I was just thinking, Derringer, would be cool if we had like a win-loss counter. So
Yeah,
that
definitely.
both such
I'm
solid
writing that
players,
down right
Julian.
now.
Yeah, maybe if you could help me keep track, or maybe we could
I
just
am right now,
comment
brother.
as well. Like maybe like we post like a comment
Mhm.
and we
I'll do
just
that.
yeah, something like this, and then that way people can
Yeah.
stay up because I'm gonna forget. I tell you what, like I forget when we do a best of 7, let alone a best of 13.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Right.
So this is interesting when people do national park this way, Derringer. Like I like doing the 2 gold here, and then you can spam swap
Exactly.
this one. Like why is he doing it that way? You know, I kind of want to
Exactly.
ask him about it.
Exactly. I think it's
Oh,
the pressure, man. It gets to your head.
yeah, like that. It just can you spam swap from this? I don't think you can. Yeah,
He
like
just
look how
tried
much
it, I guess.
he's trying to spam swap it. That's why he keeps slightly moving it back. You can see. Okay,
Oh,
so
there
he
we go.
wow. I actually did not know there was a spot to spam swap there. Oh
Oh,
no.
oh, oh, oh my god. Oh, oh, pull
Oh,
it back. Oh
oh
my
my
god.
gosh, guys, that would have been tragic. That would have been huge income loss for Easter there. Let's see
I
if
think Easter
Soxu.
is
Okay.
sniping that, yeah, Croatia base. Holy shit. That was really, really close.
Yeah. So let's check. Soxu ended up getting Cyprus. He ended up getting Azer. He ended up getting Novaya. He also, by the way, he had Wales. He got Moldova, but he had Wales and Sardinia as one mans to wrap up. So Soxu and Sammy. Soxu still has
Yeah.
a lot of one mans. He should have a big turn here, and he's gonna
He
get
even has
Jordan.
Libya. Like that Libya port is pretty good
hmm
for him.
Yeah,
He
because
can get that Libya Egypt expansion going on easy for him.
yeah. Easter, on the other hand, so Easter again kind of confined to Greenland with these spots. Look at that. He is going to do Netherlands though, and I like this. He's going to have Croatia, Slovenia this turn as well, and
Yeah.
he still has 2
I
gold to use.
I think if Easter realizes that he can capitalize on actually expanding, just going ham on expanding upwards, Germany, Poland, Austria, Czech, this is Easter's game to win. But I'd actually prefer Soxu's position right now. I think he's very favored in this game if he
Yeah,
stabilizes.
yep. I think that.
Everyone, we have Jaeger coming in here. So Jaeger is, you know
Oh
him.
shit!
He was in
Sorry.
the semifinals. No, no, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to introduce you. You're with your casting with us. I think we should keep it at 3 people tops. Just trying to tell to the people that are watching right now. Jaeger was the one to fight in the semifinals. I'm gonna stop here, so you can go on.
Oh
Keep that
yeah.
tough.
Oh no, I was actually just kind of looking at what Soxu's doing. Soxu, he spent quite a lot, and I was going to ask you guys how you feel. Like he spent like 10 plus gold in Greece this turn.
This
Thoughts
is
on that?
fine.
Okay.
I think he's gonna get Greece. I think he's going Macedonia, Greece. Hopefully, he will get Macedonia, Greece. And this is what I meant with Soxu getting in position. Easter's good at expanding, so I think he capitalized very well on expanding here.
Ooh.
Can we just see if Soxu gets Greece? Yeah. Greece,
Yeah.
Albania. Yeah, that's good. This is good for Soxu.
Does he actually get it? Looks kind of. No, he will get it. All right.
I like what Easter's doing. Like he can get Africa
Yeah.
and he'll have Central, right? If he gets Africa,
Yeah.
I prefer Easter's spot because he can expand more. Like Easter has a lot more expansion paths in Spain, Portugal, the rest of Africa right now. unless Soxu puts on the pressure here. But this is really hard to push early on. Like you see, guys, he's already making these mortars. He's going to try to cut the trees. Even if you push into this base, though, it's not over. Like Easter can still kind of
It's not
surround
gonna
that
work.
base.
It's not gonna work. And this is Easter now doing what I feared. He's gonna take Germany, Czech, Austria. He's gonna realize that he's good position. He has Sicily, Malta. Actually, this is Easter's game, if position-wise, for
I mean,
sure.
even in the long term, we have Spain, France, Portugal as future expansion as well, right? Like this
We have a
is.
Greece drop. We have a Greece drop. Can we see that?
Nice,
man.
good call
Oh.
there. It's actually I do think I'm a little colorblind, not colorblind, but the blue merges for me.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, the blues well
good
for
eye
me.
on that. Yeah, this is actually huge, right? Because now Easter can apply pressure from the south. He instantly made a B ship, and Soxu instantly pumps out a B ship of his own. But Easter
Ah,
does have a 5 income lead, and Easter has a lot of spawns that he's going to be able to use. So I think his army size should be bigger down here.
yeah. This is rough though. This is really rough for Soxu. He's gonna be hammered up north, and then he has to fight that ship.
Look at all the
We see
spawns coming
Easter.
in.
Yeah, Easter lost a roarer there. That's kind of
Ooh,
big.
the tower shots actually, any little bit of damage that Easter can get on this ship just to keep the HP even is good. He does get the top base up here. And yeah, I mean, Soxu's army is kind of getting melted right now. I think this is the
Yeah.
advantage of spawns that Easter is showing at the moment.
Absolutely. He just got Germany. He out-expanded Soxu here.
Soxu
This
still
is
hasn't
actually really
finished up
sad.
England.
Oh, he's not gonna get it with those 2 riflemen as well till the end of the turn.
This is unfortunate. I think this game is kind of over. We'll see if
Ooh, a
Soxu
drop
can.
coming in, I think. Okay, so a second B ship instantly as the turn started. And
Yeah.
so Soxu, this is going to be Soxu's final push, I think. This is his last hope in the game. He's down a lot of income. But the fact that Easter still is able to make 3 B ships here, he doesn't even have to spend up here. He's just sending, you can see the stream of free units that he's sending down on the map.
Yeah, and he didn't manage to get Egypt last round. His spawns from Middle East are not gonna be here in anytime soon. I think
Ooh.
this is
A nice
no.
drop, and the ship is trapped here. It took a lot of damage
Yeah.
from those rifles.
I think this is over.
The
Yeah.
fact, actually, you know, that's a good point because he didn't get Egypt and he didn't get England. That's 8 income. So they would actually be somewhat close if Soxy was able to wrap up those 2 countries last turn.
Absolutely, income-wise, they would be close, but the flow of spawns coming down and Isha just free expanding, it's rough. It's rough.
Yeah,
The score
Soxy,
looks to be 1-1 right now for everyone. This is just tuning in, where we might see a
there we
1-1.
have it. Yeah, if maybe one
Alright,
of you
gonna
could just
put it
post, give me a little chat.
on it.
You're the best. Thank you so much. Yeah, so a 1-1. Easter coming back very strong and tying up the series early on. When we have a best of 13, guys, so first to 7 wins. One of the longest series. Easter was crying when he heard it was going to be a best of 13.
Oh, this is the Easter favorite. He likes Middle
Yeah.
East.
I do as well. I like either Middle East or the West, and Easter's
Yeah.
just going to go all in the Middle East this turn.
Ooh, we might see maybe a block in Switzerland if Easter sees that.
With a
That's
bonus if he gets the bounty.
Yeah,
Because that's in his.
exactly.
By the way, everyone, this is played on Fog of War, so like we're able as the observer to see this. I'm not sure how many of you are like our top 1v1 audience, right? Like if you've watched 1v1s before, but each of these players have a Fog of War, so they can only see what's around their bases, unlike what we're able to see here. So
You know
look,
what would be super
you
fun?
called it.
Oh no, it took a tower hit. That's devastating, actually. Oh
And
no.
Soxu just had his bounty, by the way, too. He was about to spend and protect it, which would have been equally clutch, but it was just a few seconds too late.
That was unfortunate, and I'm hoping actually that we might see, I'm saying, North Russia take care from Easter. He has absolute perfect spots for
Even
that.
though there's a
but-
block, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah. It would be fun. It would be fun though if he has a spare APM. It feels comfortable.
I'm gonna say Soxu is still in a pretty good position here because he has this base. Like having that base and also this base gives him some chances to threaten Easter. And yeah, Easter, did you see that? The second he pulled that back instantly, guys. Zaylen says, yes, Soxu had to go mid earlier. Yeah, for the last game, I agree, Zaylen. He definitely needed to go mid a little bit earlier. He was in a tough spot, I think. Wow, they're actually battling it out in Switzerland, guys.
Yeah, this is critical because Easter understands that Soxu's Soxu's income is in Germany, Belgium, and Netherlands. So if he can break Switzerland, Soxu's gonna feel threatened, and obviously, maybe have some saving bank and not expanding.
I
This is
think
slowing down Soxu more than actually doing the damage.
I think Soxu holds this now though because he gets 6 extra spawns from this area, right? So I think that's the only reason he's gonna be able to hold on to this. And that's a
I think
big
Easter can just
investment.
easily use his spawns though as well. Like he'll use those. I hope he uses the spawns to Mid East.
I want
Yeah,
to see
yeah, there we go.
Soxu use this block. I want him to see this. He doesn't have gold at the moment, though. He really needs a bounty gold. He doesn't even have gold to hold this, guys.
Oh my god.
Easter being very smart coming up here, and he actually
He
gets the...
got the cut. Oh my god.
He
Oh
trapped the
my god.
army. Oh, that is a highlight reel hype in the chat for Easter.
Devastating.
He got a double snipe,
Devastating.
trapped this army. This army was running with its tail between its legs, and now this army is useless on the map. What could have
This is
been for
over.
Soxu?
This
What
is
could
over,
have been for
unfortunately.
Soxu? So Easter being smart here. Yeah, always smiles. What a god. That was actually a godlike play, and that gives him the 3 income lead this turn. Soxu is holding on to this base down here. He's also expanding into Egypt. That cut in Germany was unreal.
So everyone watching, who do you think will win the end of this series? Like, I'm actually interested in who do you think is going to actually win this, Soxu or Easter? I want to know, like, if everybody's more like Easter Bunny fans, or if actually people know who Soxu really is.
Yeah, or
That'd be
you
interesting
have
to see.
a favorite player too, like you prefer one of them to win. Maybe you don't think they'll
Oh,
win, but who are you rooting for? I mean,
exactly.
Skylar says that he's here for Soxu. I like that. Soxu's been putting on a show in the tournament, and he has some really great videos. And I think he has one of the highest 1v1 videos in a series that was posted a week ago. Always smiles. Soxu already have too many fans. I'm here for Easter. I like that too. All right, so we're trying to balance it out for the sake of
That's
balancing
good.
the
That's good.
fans. That's great. And then Zaylin, I would say it's 50-50 a toss-up. Yeah, I think it probably is. Like when these two go at it, it's usually pretty even. By the way, so Easter did get this base, but Soxu took that port in Libya that he had, expanded to Libya, and then took this base. So very good play from Soxu to try to put some pressure on in the Mideast.
The problem is that Easter has all the options in the world to expand, both with spawns and position-wise. And this is the stress that Easter is putting on Soxu. That Soxu knows that Easter could come up from Germany or from Netherlands at any time. Oh, sorry, Belgium, Spain. Like it's rough. This is rough for sure.
Yeah, the other thing I just realized, like with Easter using that base in Portugal and getting Spain and Portugal now, it completely stops Soxu in Africa too.
Yeah.
Like that's that's actually a huge play. This is a good snipe from Soxu, but it's not game changing. Always Smile said that that was the play of the game when Easter did the snipe. So Soxu needs to like reverse the highlight and get a play of the game himself. Look at the income difference right now, guys.
Yeah.
If Soxu finds a way back into this, I'm gonna be shocked. Maybe he gives this up and he's trying to just bully the mid, but there's too much gold for Easter.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Easter's just taking good fights now and just expanding where he needs to expand. He's backing off in France. He doesn't even try to overwhelm Soxu in France because he knows that he does not need to. So this is Easter right now taking France and taking Germany. I think he's gonna get Germany.
Derringer, did you see the chat? Skylar says it's crazy how nobody has mid. I actually didn't realize it, you guys. No one had a middle spot that turn.
I think this was just one of the most uncomfortable games I've actually seen. Like this was just so uncomfortable for Soxu playing Easter like that. I feel for him.
I wonder how
2-1
triggered he
for him.
got. Yeah, 2-1 for... Is it for Easter, right?
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yes,
Nice.
2-1.
Okay, so so Easter has Serbia, Soxu has Bulgaria, Soxu, he also has Georgia. Look at these guys, they actually have blocks here, so we'll see. I don't think they're going to go there. Easter doing the 2 gold into Kaliningrad because he also can spam swap Lithuania. Very nice expansion there. And then Easter also has Tunisia, and he has Hungary. So these guys are pretty much set up. No one's taken their mulligan yet. And Soxu is going to go Libya this turn. Libya, Georgia, and then he also has his Bulgaria. So very interesting.
We've seen pretty decent spots for both of the players yet, but I guess like if we see really like emotional damage kind of spawns, we will notice immediately.
The issue here we have that it's both Soxu and Easter have the perfect bases to fuck each other in Africa. If
I
we
want
look
to
at
see what
Algeria,
happens here. Yeah,
yeah. So
he's scouting
Soxu,
it too.
he's scouting. That's wise. But Easter might spawn now because he wants Tunisia and Algeria probably. So we'll see here if Easter does anything here.
I think Easter's about to have a huge turn. He did get his 14 with the bonus gold for Wales, by the way. So very huge. And he still has one mans to wrap up that he's doing right now as well. And
He is
he's
going for Tunisia.
mm,
Oh, and he is like just as Jaeger has actually predicted. Interesting.
oh, okay. Soxu's gonna get Egypt. You can actually hit these bases without being in tower fire. We'll see if Soxu is on his game here. Okay, he loses one, but he'll still be able to get this. They're gonna have a huge battle in Algeria, I think, with the
Yeah.
Tunisia and Morocco reinforcements coming in next turn.
The advantage for Easter here is that he's consolidated his lands, so he's gonna have a lot of spawns going in one direction, while Soxu has to be an APM god to get income here next turn.
I think Soxu desperately needs to win this down here if he wants a chance to be in this game. Because
Exactly.
he's not gonna have middle to your point. Like Easter's gonna just run away with the middle and spawns. So this has to be a very convincing win. And Easter's spending down here, guys. Thoughts on this?
No, I mean
He
he's
realized,
just
yeah, he realized that that wasn't a good idea. So, but I think if Soxu could just, I mean, Soxu's a god already, so I think he will try to expand Middle East. Hopefully, he can hold Macedonia. That actually just slows Easter down. No, he's not gonna do that. Take Tunisia, take Palestine, take Lebanon, and hopefully not get totally destroyed by Easter.
Soxu actually makes a mistake. He sent half of his army. If he would have had that full force over here in Tunisia, I think that he didn't realize Easter had Tunisia.
Oh no, it's on hold too. No.
He should have, if he had this whole army, Tunisia would have been conquered this turn. Oh, that's devastating, actually. Now look at the income lead, and Easter's not going to give this up, and now he's going to have a thorn in his side in Africa for the rest of this game.
I mean,
It's rough.
objectively speaking, like Soxu really doesn't like he doesn't gain much from going to Tunisia. All in all, he will gain 2 income. He will have Easter not there to bug him, but he I think wanted to get that Spain set up immediately so they can actually get west.
That's a
Yeah.
good
So-
point. Yeah, how big of a deal is this?
Yeah. Either way, he's getting mid east. Either way, he's going like he is going to like if this is going to be a long-term game, I think Soxu is set up pretty well here.
It's not, unfortunately, because Easter just completely out-expanded him here. And Easter knows where Soxu is. He's been looking. He's seen Lebanon. He's seen Spain. He's seen Syria. Easter knows. This is a familiar variant of the game for Easter. He knows what to do here. Oh, it's unfortunate.
I think this is the classic like West and East versus Central though. Like Easter's gonna have this income lead for like another turn
Holy.
or two, and then Soxu should be able to catch up. So Soxu just needs to hold it for maybe 1 or 2 more turns if he can get Turkey and France. But the problem is I don't think Easter lets that happen. He's not gonna give up France. He's not gonna give up Turkey.
He's got the blocks, Ben. He's got also Georgia and Armenia as well.
Yeah,
Easter kept like 6 guys on the base and instantly reacted as well. So. And Soxu expanding on the islands because he's realizing he's running into roadblocks on the rest of the map here.
and
he's
Easter
scrambling.
taking Switzerland and Italy. That triangle choke in Switzerland and North Italy is so important for this.
God, he just reacts so fast to everything.
How that looked like is like an A-click. Oh, he has to watch that South France base. Boom. It's over.
Oh, yeah. So he's not going to get this base and Derriger's point here. Easter just sniping this one as well. So Soxu's on the retreat now, and he's just going to have to draw a line here, I think.
Hey, it's gonna be rough next turn. Oh,
Easter, yeah, look, Easter also used Azer and Armenia to get this base, so
Ouch.
he just held Soxu down in place, and Soxu could not really expand. He was so desperate he was going
Unfortunately, Easter.
islands on turn 5.
But hey, we know Soxu, right? Like he has his ways to sometimes do a comeback like this.
Right, Jaeger knows all about the Soxu comebacks. So
Yeah,
Jaeger,
he's crazy. I went 3-0, almost 4-0. This guy, and all of a sudden he just drank some magic water and just destroyed me.
all right,
It
let's
was
Oh,
insane, actually.
we check some spots here. So Soxu in red, he has Bosnia, Hungary. He's also doing Belgium. He has Moscow as well. He has Moldova. He actually has quite a few spots. Interesting. Okay, let's. So Easter spawned. I think he wanted Israel, right? But he saw the base, so he went
yeah.
Palestine instead. Ooh. Now Easter. So we saw Soxu in game one get Bulgaria, Macedonia like this. Now Easter is blessed by the spot gods, and he gets to benefit from it this time. And he also gets
Got that in
Sardinia.
Sardinia. Nice.
Very nice indeed. Yeah. What does Easter do on turn two here? Do you think he tries to go Africa like Morocco? Or do you think he expands more here?
I think
Actually,
Easter never likes to go. Like I wouldn't have thought that Easter would go like Israel or something like that. I don't think that will happen. I think he'll go Africa, Morocco, maybe. But that's my take. What do you think, Jaeger?
I definitely think Morocco, but Morocco is quite APM intensive, so it all depends on if he feels that he wants to set up the expanding next turn, or if he wants to take position. And take position with that meaning that he's probably gonna all in Montenegro and maybe attack Soxu in Romania actually. But
We're
let's see,
watching.
let's see.
Can we see Maze real quick? I think I saw some movements. Oh, there we go.
Good eye, Derringer. Yeah. That's a big
Oh yeah.
snipe for Easter, being a thorn in Soxu's side this game.
He actually got Israel. He actually got Israel.
He did it with only one or two guys as well. So Soxu
I'm
didn't
not.
pull back there.
Did he really? Oh my.
Unless
I
maybe he
think.
made, maybe he did actually make three. He had one spawn for sure. He couldn't have invested too much in it though, because he invested a lot into Greece. Look at these incomes though, very nice incomes, and this is the smart play. Soxu trying to get from this base instantly, and Easter going for this base. You guys can see they're trying to pull position on each other here. And I think Soxu is going to go all in now. Easter's still holding on to 10 gold, and
But who
Soxu
has the
gets
better
stunted.
position here, though? Like,
This
I
is
wonder who.
this is equal. This is equal position. They're not going to attack each other. I think Soxu actually is going to expand here because Soxu has all the expansion up north, and if Soxu just defends here properly, he's all fine. So Soxu should be getting Netherlands. He should be getting Czech, and hopefully Austria too. But let's see here.
What always amazes me for these like top tier players is the ability to also like expand while like poke each other and fight. Like
Yeah.
what we can see here with Morocco happening, with Syria happening. Also, I think Netherlands is being taken by Soxer. Oh, okay, one at least. It's just interesting to see.
Don't lose.
This
Don't lose,
is
Serbia.
actually huge. Easter does, yeah, like to your point, Derringer, Easter is really good at poking. I think he does it too just to try to use up his opponent's APM and slow
This
them
is
down.
rough for Soxu right now. This is a rough battle for Soxu.
Yeah, Soxu is kind of recovering, especially with some of these spawns coming in. He has a nice little surround right now, but you can see, like, even though Easter's attacking, his tower is also hitting, so it's pretty even.
Soxer spent everything, no? How
Yeah,
good is this guy?
Easter only has his 2 bounty gold still. I think Easter was actually winning this fight pretty convincingly.
Now Easter actually could be attacking Montenegro here, left base, if he wanted to,
And
which he's probably gonna.
ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, let's keep an eye on that there. He does get another snipe though. He is picking off bases of Soxu's where Soxu has nice blocks on the map. Lots of weak, injured units for Soxu here. The KD definitely in favor of Easter at the moment. Lots of injured units for Easter though as well. And look at the income now. Still, these guys are. This is a grindy game. I feel like.
Soxu full spent. Soxu full committed here. This is crazy. This is rough.
I think Easter's
Oh.
smiling. Easter knows
Yeah.
that Soxu can't go past a certain point, and Easter now can just use that 14 gold to expand on the rest of the map.
Yeah, we need to look here. We need to look if Soxu actually capitalizes on this. If he's gonna get Germany. If he's actually gonna do something with it, because Soxu knows that Easter now knows that Soxu spent all of his gold on one spot.
Actually,
The army
Oh.
there. He's moving it all around. Oh yeah.
you want to know what was
Okay.
so cool? The second this happened, both players split their armies instantly. and started repositioning them on the map. Easter opened up a front here, but Soxu, without even seeing Easter's units moving over here, or maybe he did see it, he also moved half his units over here.
No, he didn't. He probably saw the movement away from Montenegro,
Yeah.
Macedonia. So he probably guessed. But this is absolute maniac gameplay from both players.
The amount of anticipation is crazy.
Yeah, right? They're just, yeah.
It's so unfortunate because Soxu, one, he's not gonna get Ukraine, and two, he only has a Turkey port as his south port. There's nothing else on the map, so that's so sad.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, so the south port's super important here because usually you need to be able to drop on a person in this position. If you're in Soxy's position, eventually you'll get grinded out and you'll lose from being in the bottom.
Yeah.
When Easter,
No,
especially if he
yeah.
cuts trees, right? Or makes
And
ships,
Easter,
right? So,
yeah, and Easter's doing the good old mortar ball, death ball.
yep.
So for everyone at home, that's when you build 3 to 4 mortars each round, depending on income, obviously, and you just start melting away those gunmen, and that's super rough. Easter's intention is not to kill Soxu off here; it's just to feed on his KD. And Soxu is doing a good thing here, where he drops the right base in Montenegro and tries to go for a surround. And this is gonna be a dance for a while here.
I was just thinking that, like, it's never a bad deal, especially when your opponent has that mortar line, to give up this base. Because the mortars kind of block the reinforcements and troops, and, like, it's so hard, like, especially if Easter doesn't have all the trees cut, right?
Oh, he lost top base.
Wow.
That's crucial. That's crucial,
is huge.
actually.
Easter actually spent a lot on expansion this turn, guys. Look at Turkey. Look at Spain. And look over here, and he's been blocking as well.
Soxu's enraged. Oh my god.
Guys, rage in the chat for Soxu. The red blood color of Soxu is coming out on the map right now. He's officially unlocked his rage ability. Can Easter withstand? Look at the income for Soxu as well.
He is just rolling over. But he's, I think, overextending here.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna overextend. He realizes that he can't push way too much. But Easter's. Oh wow, that was
Guys!
actually faster than I thought.
GG's for Soxu. Soxu.
3-2.
Is this
Yes.
the comeback? Is this the comeback that we're looking for?
He needed that win for sure. Going down 4-1 in a best of 13 is tough. Always Smile says Soxu has slow starts and starts going Super Saiyan after a few games. I think that's what we just saw. Oh,
Oh, the
Dude.
mulligan, the first mulligan.
I think Soxu would be sad about that one too, right? Soxu had some decent spots. All right, so that is one mulligan.
Boy.
By the way, the mulligans do have to get called within the first 20 seconds, and so Easter has one left to use. Oh my gosh. Let's see.
This is beautiful.
Was that first? Yes, yeah, Jordan. That was the first mulligan called in this series, and each of them have two.
So scary though. Soxu has the same Germany bases that he had last game.
This is a turn 2 Germany capture.
Wow.
Especially when you're
Yeah.
going to have a spawn from Shek. You're going to invest 2 gold and you're going to get 6 next turn. Like, that's insane for him. And, you know, this really sucks for Easter, actually. I don't think Easter wants to use mulligans back-to-back. He does have a nice little play in the Baltics. This is really funny, seeing him take the Baltics like this.
Did one of them spawn in Novaya? Can we check that? Because that's
I've been looking to
unfortunate
see.
if anyone does. Yeah.
I haven't seen them spawn yet.
I have a feeling
Oh!
this is a mind game, bro.
Dude!
What happened
Easter
here?
sniped that base. Soxu had a block here. He didn't pull it back, and Easter actually took it.
Wow.
That unlocks the mid-east for Easter. Soxu actually had a block there and didn't realize it. That's
I don't
not
think
like him.
He's not getting Jordan though. Oh, he got Jordan!
Oh,
No way!
he spam swapped it. Guys, I'm sorry for
Wow.
missing this because I didn't think he was going to get it in time. He actually pulls this back as well. He was spam swapping right here to get Jordan in time, and he gets a 13.
It's fine, Kevin. I can make the sound effects for that.
Thank you. Yeah, the clicking. Guys, in chat right now, Skylar says Soxu is eating rabbit tonight. I freaking love it. So, he is down though, Skylar, so he's having a hard time with his rabbit. And Easter is playing out of his mind this game. And Soxu, I honestly think this was such a huge mistake because that unlocked the 3 gold and the mid-east for Easter. If Soxu would have pulled back there, this game would be entirely different. That could have possibly threw him this game. What do you do in Soxy's position here? This is a little awkward, right? You have Easter here. You know he's in the Mid East now. Do you try to push him out of Bulgaria, or do you try to push here? Like, where do you go?
I mean, the good old Wood League player is going to say,
Oh,
you have Germany, you almost have Poland, you have something in mid, just crunch this guy. And
yeah,
Soxu is doing the Wood League play, bro. He's going through Croatia, he's going to Slovenia, he's going to
yeah.
get Hungary, he's
That's
going to go
actually
Austria.
such a good point. You are right. Let's see if he's learned from the Wood League players, guys. And
Let's see, this guy.
Easter actually getting that snipe did make that 4 income loss there. Like Soxy would have had the same income. And I
Look
think
at the city counts, boys.
This is
Like
the-
it's 37 to 39. I mean, obviously
call this-
Soxu.
I call this the PP, bro, the Polish Pac-Man. Look at the minimap. That looks like a little Polish Pac-Man eating.
that's funny. The PP. I mean, Easter did the right decision. He's seen people really hold Slovakia pretty well. Like the top players can hold this for a while. And this is just such a block now. And look at that income difference climb even. Oh, Germany got sniped. Can Soxu get it back? He does. Okay. Oh.
This is rough. No, he's losing Macedonia.
Swap.
Oh!
Oh, guys, we might have.
This is deranged.
He's getting sniped everywhere you look.
Wow, it's over actually. It's
What
over. This is-
the hell am I
Oh,
watching?
Oh my gosh, Jordan in chat with a big ol' no. Soxu, we're literally watching Easter like make some amazing plays, but Soxu keeps shooting himself in the foot. He should never
he's
have lost
picking
Macedonia.
Soxu apart.
He should
guys.
never have lost this. He should have never lost this base. This one base, again, something so small as pulling back on a base like that can lose you the game. Always smiles. Easter is a man possessed. Yeah, this is a possessed rabbit. And yeah, look at that, guys. Soxy with the forfeit. Easter right back with a nice, comfortable 4-2 lead.
Oh my god.
Very great plays from Easter. Absolutely unreal. But again, Soxy continues to have self-inflicted wounds.
Soxu is charging up his Super Saiyan 3 right now.
Oh, okay, we might have a
Technical.
game restart.
Is
So-
this a timeout? Is this considered as a timeout?
Oh, the timeout was more so like if they need like I'm pretty lenient with the whole timeout thing. Honestly,
Oh,
the
okay.
timeouts were in place for Easter. Funny enough, not
Okay.
for Soxu.
Okay.
Because Easter is not able to handle a 13 game series. I don't expect Soxu to use any of his actual timeouts. He was actually complaining that there was 2 timeouts each. So we'll see. But I don't think I would count this as a timeout. Boom, where are
So-
all the Soxu fans now? Always Smiles is taunting you Soxu fans in the chat. We need some hype for Soxu, guys. Maybe he needs your love and support right now more than ever.
I think Soxu just needs to know about the power of friendship. And I hope he's hearing this right now. Soxu, if you're hearing this right now, I believe. I'm stretching my hands out right now for you, bro.
Oh, wait, what? PL go Poland? To hear that, Skylar? Or Derringer, Skylar, PL go Poland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do a little intermission here. How about we're doing a in the football games or something like not even football, but even in like animes when they have like a fight
Yeah.
and the episode ends in the middle of the fight and then they ask like, okay,
Dude,
Iso is in the lead, 4-2
It'd be-
against Soxu.
with something like this, it'd be so cool if we could have like highlights, like mini little highlights as we're recording, and then like when we have these intermissions, we just prop up the highlights.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh shit, it's going on again.
I think right now we've only really seen Easter highlights. Like, not to knock on Soxy too hard here, but Easter's the one that's been making like the game-changing plays, and we haven't really seen that from Soxy too much.
Oh my.
All
I'm
right.
hyped.
I have one job, everyone, YouTube. I have to make sure I hit this button. And if I don't, the players get very mad at me. I have missed it many times, especially when you're casting and talking and getting distracted. And then they're just like, you idiot.
Yeah.
Jordan in chat, Poland, Poland, Poland. I think Derringer is starting something new here with this Poland thing.
Exactly.
Ooh, this
Ooh.
is a mulligan for Soxu if I ever see one, because the issue is that yes, he has a solid. Is it a 12
Call
or
it,
is
call
it a
it.
10?
Call it now.
Oh,
Call it now. He
oh.
still has 5 seconds to call the Poland or to
Yeah,
call the.
do it. Yeah, do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Oh.
I think that's a mole. Yeah, okay. He does it with
yeah.
3 seconds to spare. You guys, the fact that he did Belgium that fast to see it and then do his mulligan. Okay, so it is still 4-2 for Easter. And they've both used a mulligan. They each have 1 left. Very
That was a
good.
good mulligan. That was a good mulligan.
Jordan says love to see it. Yeah, absolutely. That was clutch for Soxu.
We're going to check if Sox is watching this live stream right now. We're going.
Yeah, we
Is it my
questionable that
advice?
he listened to us. All right, so I really like Soxu's setup here. He has Crimea, he has Bosnia, Serbia, he has Czech, he also has Siberia. If he does this fast enough, he could actually be primed to do Bosnia for the 14. So
He's
we'll
just got
see.
some sweet spots as well. He got Swall. He's doing Greenland as well. He got that Wales as well.
Ooh, you see, he did
Eh,
Greenland from the right base, by the way, guys. He ran
uh,
his troops around and did it from the right base.
Azure as well. He got that real quick. No, Georgia it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Georgia down here. I like his turn 2 setup. We have a nice little Algeria. I always like having that base. Oh, by the way, he does have Wales, so he might be going for his 13.
I
Do you
think he
guys want
will.
to do a small bet of does Soxu cut Easter from the top Turkey base in Georgia? Will we ever see that? Where
Oh,
he just runs up straight and just takes Easter's soul.
Ah.
wow, guys. Easter was faster. He got his Wales and he got the 5 kill 13. And guess what? Easter is under Soxu again. Easter's going to have Bulgaria this turn. We'll see if Soxu makes a play for this base at all. Soxu's going
Can we
full into
get
expansion.
Can we get that Easter only has spot wins in the chat, boys?
Yeah,
Come
so
on.
hashtag
let's say-
spot wins for any of you
Yeah.
Soxu fans out there who don't want Easter to win. Look at this. He's got the block in Morocco.
Yeah.
That's a big oof. Big oof for Soxu. 2 gold spent there. Ouch.
We've seen this before. I wonder if Easter, he has 4 gold, guys. I think he might be watching this and saving. Okay, no, he's going to go for Macedonia. I was wondering if he'd try to go for the cut again. We've seen it once before. He also has Slovenia he can pull back on here.
Can we predict another Wood League play by Sox? He'll just straight up run into Algeria with those 2 units and cut Algeria. That'd be hilarious.
That's something that you and I would do in our series.
Yep, exactly.
Wow, Easter with a huge income lead already, guys. A 24. He tried to spawn in Slovenia, too, to slow him down.
Oh! Oh.
This is going to be big because Easter's going to spend everything he has right here, and Soxu needs these troops to get here fast because Soxu does not have enough at the moment.
This is rough. This is over, actually. Unfortunate for Soxu.
He
Skylar's
is jamming those units. He is gold rushing this guy.
Yeah, this is over.
this.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, there's no holding. And even if you pull back, this army just chases you to death. So
I'm already copy and pasting this for the score.
get ready.
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
there was.
Ah.
Wow. Skylar says, when will Xander take away Easter spot hacks? That actually has been a very consistent joke for a while, so how much truth is behind that joke, I'm not sure. But Easter does seem to get a lot of spots.
7th game, the 8th game starting right now.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, so we'll see what these guys do with this. This is always an uncomfortable situation if you're the guy taking Bosnia. But when you have the high skill that these guys have, you expect them to be able to hold something like that. Soxu has Sicily, he has Slovenia, he has Czech, and he has Bosnia this turn. Easter, he has Svalbard, he has Wales. I saw the arrow shot, but he did fix it, which
Yeah.
is good. He has
Does he do
Slovakia
Estonia? He did Estonia. He did
and
for
Estonia.
sure, yeah.
Okay. So there you have it. I think we should have a nice 12-12 here. We'll see it. I don't think Easter's gonna. Maybe he uses his bounty to go Mont, but I think if you're Easter, that's really risky, right? Oh no, he's gonna do it. Okay.
He does it. He doesn't care. This
Yeah.
guy is like,
It's a 14 for sure if he gets it. And if Soxu actually manages to get his bounty, I don't know
imagine
where.
Sox. Oh, he's spawned, but he's trying to go for Croatia.
Wait, Soxu. Interesting play going up here.
That's so weird that the tower hit his gunman, but it's not hitting him anymore. That's
Yeah,
so
right?
weird.
Did he pull it back? I thought he might have, but I didn't see
I
him
don't
do it.
think he pulled
No,
it
I don't
back.
think
Oh,
he
yeah.
did. I think it's standards code actually, and we have the developer here listening in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love how chat
Real cute.
and
I was watching, but he did pull it back slightly.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good save,
That's
Sander.
what
We'll
we
watch
expect
that.
you to save. Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
watch a
Everyone watching the
replay.
stream right now, we just had the map maker talk, Xander. Give a huge thanks to Xander for curating the map here real
Uh-oh.
quick.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Easter
Holy.
missing
Don't put
that.
focus on me. Focus on these godlike players over here.
I like that Soxu actually has a nice little Morocco and Spain for possibly the next turn here. Easter, wow, look, they're actually fighting over Azer here. I think just one gold invested would have been fine. And Soxu again with a misplay, and he's going to give a free kill to Easter. And every kill matters in this game, guys. Jordan says, wow, honestly, this map has some of the best code. Look
Aw.
at him. That's some love in the chat for our We need to balance out the hate. Everything is
Thank you,
best in
thank you.
balance. So Zaylen says, thank you, Xander, for creating a playground for Lego. That's actually if we could pin comments or what, like that needs to be upvoted or whatever it's called. I don't know. That's a freaking awesome comment.
Just
Creating
remember,
a
boys, it's Risk, not Lego, okay?
Oh my god.
creating a playground for Lego. That's quality content.
What do we
right
think,
there.
though? Do we think that Sox is gonna pull out a rabbit out of a hat here and actually win? Because yeah, I think actually Easter
Pull
is
back.
willing to go for an all-in
back,
here
pull
with
back. Wait,
even a boat.
The longer Easter
Oh,
doesn't
Easter's
react, the
AF
bigger.
King.
Okay, he realizes it now. He also had 4 units. He could have held this for a while. Him having the Albania port helps though. This is a hard spot to
Yeah.
defend because you get hit by this tower and this tower. This should be
Easter
actually.
might actually make ships here, the 5G ships. Oh, he's gonna lose Serbia. Oh
Swap
no!
it, swap
oh, he's
it.
gonna take it back.
Oh, wait, swap this, swap this. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god! They're
Oh,
insane.
they are giving me a heart attack, guys. An absolute heart
Well-
attack. And we've seen this before. Sorry, Dariger, what were you saying?
No, well, maybe a nice allegory to what Jaeger just said is that he's going to pull a rabbit out of the Balkan region because he's pulling a rabbit out of the hat.
Oh
Alright.
my god. We need to get Dariger drunk on stream one time, guys. I think we'd all have a blast seeing that. Zaylen
Oh,
says,
what's going on here? Holy.
yeah. The funny thing is we
Pushing
literally
it
have
back.
seen this before. Like we've seen this before, and this did not go well for Soxu last time, and he is now
But this time,
he's the one that's AFK.
This time Sox has all the options in the world, so he's gonna take Italy, and he has Malta, Libya, Crete. He
He got
has
sniped.
everything he needs in his toolbox to actually make this happen.
Ooh, wait, Easter might be getting a little too aggressive here. This is
Yeah,
really
he-
tough with 2 towers hitting you. The towers do so much damage, guys. Can Soxu hold on? He needs to spend.
Soxu, no!
Okay. And Soxu with the income lead. Soxu also has position. If he can just hold this spot for a little bit longer on the map, guys, it's going to be in favor of Soxu winning this. Because look at Libya, look at Egypt, look at Spain.
Soxu's got that arc, man. Holy moly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got
But
the
the-
arc, but the ships are doing damage.
So the issue is that those 2 ships are equal to actually 2 barracks in damage. If you press on the ships, Kev, you'll see that they have very close to the same damage as,
Yeah.
as the city. So it equalizes with the ships.
And now Soxy's the one getting hit by a tower. So technically 3 towers here. But
Yeah.
Easter actually had a lot of bounty gold saved up. And I think those 4 extra units that he just pumped out is going to help him huge, and holds on to that base there. And now
Do
he's
we
just
see
going to
anything
take pot
happening in
shots.
Austria here? What?
Trying to. Oh, actually, so Soxu did get Slovakia, but yeah, he
Oh,
loses
God.
Austria, and Easter gets Germany this turn, I think, right? This is a new capture for
Yeah.
him, so
Yeah.
very big for Easter. Again, though, I still kind of favor Soxu's spot. I've always liked the west and east of the map best, so we'll see. We'll see if Easter's able to. I feel like Easter has to push Soxu out of this before Soxu can take advantage. Ooh, thoughts on this, guys? You think this is a game-changing play moving up from this port?
I mean, not now. This is just like, I don't know, like he's getting overrun here. Like, I don't know what he's doing right now.
Look at the KD for Easter, and then look at Soxu. Soxu, these 2 5G ships have done wonders for Easter. Ooh, okay, so Soxu does snipe this base right here. Easter sees it, and Easter's going to try to take it himself. Is this loaded? This is actually loaded, and Easter has 1 gold that he's holding on to.
And he's coming in with a good old switcheroo. He's coming in from the south.
Oh,
Oh,
Easter
boy.
got a double snipe again. I feel like every time we look at the map, Easter is sniping a base somewhere. And now Soxy's doing the
Easter-
classic B ship. And
Oh,
Easter
Sox
doesn't have a port.
port.
Easter, Easter doesn't have a port.
Yeah, I meant Easter. Yeah.
Ooh.
And Soxu, this is smart. Sending just these guys right here to take pot shots at there. I wish he could actually have a little bit more units there. These ships... Oh, God. This is so close, guys. Soxu is playing like he's lagging. Easter's APM is faster, it seems. Yeah, it actually does seem faster, doesn't it? Easter getting this base is huge, by the way.
Exactly. Oh.
Wow. And he's also making a play here. Like, Easter did not make a bishop this turn, though, guys. So here's the thing. If Soxu can do a good job microing, he's taking a lot of unnecessary damage. It's already at half health. He needs to have ship superiority for any chance to win this game.
No.
Oh, look at the income,
no.
guys. It doesn't even matter anymore.
6-2?
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, one more win for Easter and it's over. It's a best
Oh,
of 13.
no.
He only needs to win one more out of like the next 6 or 7 games that they have, which is absolutely
This
nuts.
is the time. This is time Easter. Soxu drinks his magic water and just beasts.
Yep.
Soxu,
Come on, Soxu.
oh, game fucking point. You're right, man. This is game point. I think they each do have a mulligan left as well, right? So yeah, perfect. All right, let's check Easter spots. He has Azer. Oh, misfire in chats. That's our very own boots on the ground.
Mulligan. Mulligan.
Oh,
Ooh, boy,
wait.
boy.
Oh no.
Interesting. I guess that makes sense. He really only has that, and this, right? And then what does he do on turn 2? But he kind of had nice mid spots for a turn 2 if he wanted to just ape mode down into here. Chat blowing up right now. Skylar, come on, Soxu. I have faith. Yeah, focus the energy, Soxu. Always smiles. Honestly, it's looking like
Mulligan.
oh my gosh,
beautiful
guys.
mulligan. Beautiful mulligan.
And Easter's
Beautiful.
like, Easter says fuck. Nathan says so hype here. Always Smiles says, honestly, it's looking like Jaeger versus Easter would have been more competitive. Ooh, we have some.
Oh no. Who said that?
Yeah, that was Always Smiles. Jordan says, love to see it. All right, so guys.
Jaeger, it's time to tell us that you're always Smile TV because you are.
Right. Yeah. Always Smiles. Are you Jaeger? Is this a Jaeger all? Guys, so these mulligans have been used up, and now they are praying to the spot gods. And you know what that means? That means that Easter's heavily favored now, because Easter just needs one good game out of the next like 7 games. Or I guess how many games have been played? 8. So
We are
there's
at the 9th game right now.
okay, and there's 13 total. So I can't do math. Is that 5?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So Easter just
got
needs
that.
one good spot in the next 5 games here. So what did he get this turn? He got Latvia, he got East Greenland, he got Lebanon, and he got Moldova. And with his bonus gold, he's gonna get another 14.
Jesus.
Oh my
Easter.
gosh. This guy is just pumping right now. He gets another 14, and Soxu
Yeah.
gets a 12. And look at this. This guy wants to go mid-east. Look how much he
Got a
spent over
14.
here. Maybe he does this and snipes Lebanon. Lebanon actually weak unit right now. Ooh, this block for Easter is going to be huge, I think. And with how Easter's been playing today, he's going to see it. And
Yeah, he's gonna see Israel and then he's gonna instantly move the gunmen down. And let's see if Soxu gets Netherlands.
yeah, I mean, this guy, look, he takes 2 shots and he instantly reacts. It's so crazy how fast Easter is at reacting here.
He's almost like a bunny hopping from one
Yeah,
map to the other.
exactly.
Quickly. He knows, like any little click, he hears it. He goes
Yeah.
there.
You know, I feel like this wasn't a great turn for Soxu. He didn't get Netherlands, and he's not going to get Syria, right? Like, what did Soxu really get this turn? Yeah, look at that
no.
income difference,
Yeah.
guys.
This is devastating.
Always Smile says, I mean, Soxu's getting outplayed in every single way, and that's not the Soxu that we know. I completely agree with you. I'm not sure what is happening, but this is not the Soxu we're used to seeing. And Skylar says Soxu is doing this on purpose. He's giving the rabbit hope. Only to give him a heart attack from the comeback. With what we're seeing right now, I'll let Derringer and Jaeger chime in, but it's looking really, really good for Easter right now.
Well,
Yeah.
it's looking really, really bad for our friend Soxu, but you know, we're all hoping that he can make a comeback here because we love to see these guys fight each other. This is the creme de la creme gameplay, so.
Absolutely. Easter making the right play, taking this base and then pushing up to threaten Netherlands, Belgium. I really love that he's doing that. He also has Libya, and Soxu has Egypt now. So Soxu this turn really, I guess he got a pretty decent income boost, but look at Easter. Plus
Gap's
9,
still the same.
and he's going to go Germany. So, and the nice thing, guys, is when you're in this position and your opponent's under you, if you have more income, it doesn't matter. Like, you can go a little negative in the KD and still hold this for quite a while. And all you have to do is just hold this spot. I say that, but this man's actually pumping. He's actually pumping this, and Soxu only has 3 gold. This actually could win him the game right here, guys.
Oh.
3 gold in these units should be enough to hold the bottom base, though. Jordan says that this should be the Soxu pump. He's trying to manifest a Soxu pump as Easter drops on the bottom base.
Everywhere. Easter's everywhere. Oh no.
This income is going to be absolutely unreal for Easter this next turn. The difference is going to be huge. Guys,
This is just.
Oh my gosh. My palms are sweating for. Look at this.
Oh.
No. If you're Soxu, I feel like your heart just breaks a tiny bit. Like, what could he do?
Oh.
He calls the GG. And just like that, guys, we have our Battle of the Titans champion, very own Easter Bunny, with a 7-2 convincing performance in the finals against Soxu. Great game. Great game. Let's get our guy Easter in here. I don't know if this man is gonna want to, if he's gonna want to talk after everything, but I feel like he owes us this much, right? He owes us a good old-fashioned interview here.
I think Easter hacked to get the win.
You think he hacked, eh?
Croissant straight to the point.
Nathan with the money bags.
100% hack win. Easter.
250 in the bag for Easter and the title.
Face purple wireless.
Face purple white. What is?
I was copying and pasting that purple face.
That's great, dude. Easter's AFK. Maybe he is taking a second, but we're going to pull this man in here. This man owes us that much. He owes you all. Wait, is this Easter? Easter!
Mr. Easter 10, how do you feel for this extremely good win? How do you win? How do you...
So dirty,
Rick, we're seeing in the chat here.
Easter,
all right.
tell me how you feel right now.
I feel kind of dirty. Like,
Why?
A lot of those wins, I feel like I just played like such an animal and cheesed them.
Really?
I mean,
I felt
you
like-
had so many base snipes. I feel like that was just
Yeah.
like the highlight of the whole series. Like that was basically the consistent theme throughout is the base sniping. Turn him up.
And I
Oh
feel
yes,
like
let's
those
turn
are
you
so
up. Hold on.
dirty.
All right, yeah. Now so tell us about your dirty game plan, Easter. Is that what you were intending to do going in?
No, but I felt like, alright, fuck it, I don't think I'm gonna win the gameplay normally, so it's time to just cheese them and go for random snipes and hope it works.
Now, do we call it cheesing though? Because I feel like if your opponent's not seeing it, you're just really taking advantage of it, right? Like it's a good play when you're getting a base snipe like that. For some reason, I feel like Soxy normally sees those, but it didn't seem to be the case in this series. Like he lost a lot of the games because his bases were getting sniped from him.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, usually when I go for a base snipe, I don't just like go for it when I think the guy is looking. It's like I try to distract him somewhere else and then hope it works. But yeah, I don't know if he's just tired or
Are you feeling like any of
Unlucky.
those were spot wins?
I don't know, to be honest. It's hard to say. Like I don't usually think about this was a spot win or not. I feel like it's super rare that you actually get a full spot win. Like there's usually something you could have done. But I also don't know what spots he had, so I don't know what he did.
I feel like
But I
you
felt
did.
like-
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Yeah, I felt like there's a lot of times where I was just ahead. As long as I don't mess up, I'm gonna win.
You had like 2 or 3 games that series where you had like 14 income turns or even like a 13. There was one game where you took the Jordan base. Do you remember that one? He had a block in the mid base of Jordan and
Oh,
he
yeah,
didn't pull
actually.
back. And then you
I was-
spam swapped the top one and you got Jordan for the 13 on turn 1.
Yeah, I assume he must have had a hard turn one because when I was doing this, I was thinking this is dirty. I can't believe this is working.
I think that move right there won you the game. Like if he pulled back there, you wouldn't have had your 13. You wouldn't have had the free Middle East. Like that
Yeah.
one singular move and the fact he didn't pull back like won you that game. I think that was probably another thing with the series. Like you were very consistent about noticing like your unit would take like 2 hits and then you'd instantly pull back. Like you were just so fast with the pullbacks, and I don't think Soxu was on top of his game doing that. All right. Well, there you have it. Any questions for Easter while we still have him? This man's probably exhausted after putting on that performance. Were you sweating it all, Easter?
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, he wins our $250 prize pool. He is the first Battle of the Titans champion. He is the best 1v1 risk player. So when anyone asks, this man has gone through the trenches and he came out on top as the #1 player. And now we all know who the #1 1v1 player in the risk community is. It is Easter Bunny. No one can take that away from him. Congrats, Easter. Well deserved.
Thanks.
I can confirm. Yes. It says
Uh,
here, Zaylan says here in the chat, Easter hack live on stream confirmed. Yes, that is correct.
Hamster says, try not to spend all the money on cheesecake. Oh, and Illidan, he asked Easter, how does it feel to be on top of the world?
I feel big and tired.
Oh my goodness. Well, there you have it, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around and tuning in for the 1v1 series. Thank you, Easter. Thank you, Soxu, for putting on a great show and a great performance for us. Thank you, Derringer and Jaeger, for coming in and casting. It was a great time.
Wait a minute, Kev. Wait a minute, Kev.
Oh,
It
yes,
looks
yes.
like we have a secret end boss entering the chat.
It's not over yet.
Wait.
I don't think
It's not over yet.
He
A
still,
secret
think
end boss appeared.
he
A
still has to
secret end boss
1v1
appeared.
Sopa and win before he gets the title.
Yeah, I think it's time actually. Holy shit.
Can we maybe set this up, Easter? Do you think there's a way to reach out to Sopa and to set the
I
secret end
wish.
boss?
I would give him my 250 just to I'll get the chance of like watching Sopa play through a whole 1v1 tournament.
All or nothing. I think we do a best of 51 series between Sopa and Easter. Whoever wins really gets the money. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. If you're liking the content, go hit the like button down below. Let us know your favorite part. Comment down below your favorite part of the stream. Also, if you subscribe, you will get notified of the videos that we post, which is one FFA or just really one risk gameplay video every single day. So hit that subscribe button, and we will see you all on the next one. All right. We're good. We're good. Good job, dude. You'll have to let me know how you want your 250. I'm assuming Venmo, but
260, you mean?
oh yeah, because I owe you poker money.
Yeah.
I think I owed Croissant that money, and now that money got
Easter,
transferred to you.
It's time.
Derja, you are a cripple.
Is Derringer the
Join.
secret end boss?
Join the game.
Yeah. Derja.
Best of one. Join the game.
This isn't, I wish we continued the stream for that. This would have been so funny.
I mean, you can restream.
Do we really bother people for Derja getting smashed? Like, what is
You need
this?
you need to add that Pokemon music, you know, when you step on a Pokemon. Like,
Why is
in the video
Derja's
later.
name Mr. Secret? Derja, you bought a Warcraft 3 account for this. This is pathetic.